Welcome to the exclusive behind the scenes of how I make my adventure videos. You guys have been asking me the #1 question, what laptop I use to edit my videos on. So here it is. For the last 7 years, I've been editing on this beast, the MSI GS66 Stealth. This is a huge 17-inch laptop and it's done very well for me. But with all the new 4K stuff that the camera is filming on and all of the higher bitrate and everything, this laptop is lacking behind a little bit. So I've got myself a new one. Let me introduce the newest member of the family, the GS66 Stealth. It is a very sleek 15-inch laptop with a little bit of a fingerprint issue, but I can overlook that. Now, let's talk a little bit about specs. It is packing a 10th gen Intel Core i9 processor with a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super graphics card. It's got an incredible 99.9 watt-hour battery, making it the largest legal size on an aeroplane and a perfect travel workstation for those tricky situations. For the gamers out there, its screen has an amazing 300Hz refresh rate, making games ever so buttery smooth to play with.
Enemy soldier incoming!
For us editors, it's got an RGB of up to 99%. Unfortunately, it does not have a built-in SD card reader, but an adapter is an easy fix. Talking about ports, we have the power port, Thunderbolt 3, HDMI, and a USB 3.1 Type A. On the other side, we have a headphone jack, USB-C, 2 USB 3.1 Type A, and Ethernet port. Now for some fancy tech. It's got facial recognition for quicker and easier login. It's got individual backlit keys, which allows you to do some really funky lights, and a large trackpad. And it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM and 500 gigabytes of solid state drive. The RAM and the solid state drive are a little bit low for us video editors if you are watching this for video editing. I do recommend bumping up to at least 32 gigabytes. 64 is pushing it a little bit, and at least a terabyte or 1.5 gigabytes of solid state drive. Good thing about this laptop is that it's actually upgradable. So from the 16, I'm going to just, take out the pins from the base, open this bad boy up, and just add myself 32 gigabytes and another terabyte of solid state drive, and this is a power machine. Alright, here we are in Lightroom. We are just going to import some photos now from the Monument tool. This has up to 451 raw photos, and as you can see, it just loads really quickly. Especially when you import it, I'd say 400 photos in less than 3 seconds imported. Now, let's go over to some automatic toning. Well, I love this feature because it helps with all of the base grade, and by just letting the laptop do all the base grade, when you go in and do your final grade, all the tweaks are so much easier. On the other laptop, this would have taken me minutes. I would have taken 20 minutes to do auto tune for 400 plus photos. Here, it's doing a photo in less than a second. And as you can see, auto tone before and after. Beauty. With all of the new editing softwares, I've jumped over from Premiere to DaVinci Resolve purely for the reasons because I do a lot of more color correcting these days. Now let's move into the bulk of my work. Here we've got some red raw footage shot on the Gemini. This is 4K, and as you can see, scrubbing through is not a problem whatsoever. As in, this is a powerhouse for sure. Alright, let's go make a timeline and see what it looks like in there. Here we're playing back. Easy. We speed it up by 2 times, 4 times, still plays back perfectly. Here I'm just going to show you the proxy that we have just full resolution. And scrubbing through the timeline itself, I'd say that's pretty clear. Now we're in some red data footage and we're just going to play around with some of the colors. To show the extent, I do want to push the colors as far as I can. Ooh, I like that red. Maybe we can green? No, let's definitely do red. So with this red, and let's just do some masking. Let's just do some skin toning because, you know, the more layers and the more masking you do, it's quite heavy on the laptop. But I just want to show to you guys that with a bit of all this color correcting here and there, on red raw, it plays back without a problem. Beautiful. All in all, why did I choose the MSI GS66 Stealth? Firstly, because my last laptop was MSI and it worked really well. The software, the compatibilities, and just the overall build quality of it was great. And I saw that they've got a new one, so I moved straight into it, and it blew my mind just as much as the last one I got. I spent the extra cash getting all of the highest and latest tech that I can get in here because I know that I'll be using this also for the next 6 to 7 years. And so far, the last couple of videos I've made, this proved to be worth every penny. So until the next video, I do recommend upgrading your laptop if you ever need to get one. So yeah. Thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching behind this exclusive video, and I'll see you on the next adventure. I'll be taking this with me.